Hey, this is Ken. Thank you for tuning in for another podcast episode that I have not uploaded in years. But thank you for coming back, and I want to talk about a very crazy topic. It is 5:44 in the a.m. on February, I believe, the 4th now. So, yes. And a lot of things is conspiring, and I'm up. I'm up mentally. I'm not up really physically. And the topic of this conversation is permission to retry. I feel like we put a lot of emphasis on the first time we give ourselves permission to try something different, and it's beautiful. It's always so beautiful when you're trying something for the first time as a beginner. You don't think so hard about it. It's just, hey, I've never done ice skating and I want to really get into it. And you give yourself that first permission to go to that first time, and you kind of sucked, but you liked it because it's ice, and you give yourself maybe a week. You realize you're pretty good, but you thought you'd be better. You thought at least you'd be skating backwards or have a turn down. So you start to feel like an amateur. You start to feel like, why did I choose this? I'm not even that good. And truly, you are. You tried something new and you got on the ice. You gave yourself that week to figure out. You gave yourself a chance. And I feel like we don't give enough credit for giving ourselves that initial chance, that initial try. I'm speaking in regards to music in my own life. I had given myself a chance in the beginning of this year to show up the way I wanted, and I did for like 2 weeks. It was great. Dancing and filming and videos, it was superb. Yes, it was, up until I realized that in doing this, when you try something new, you won't always get the accolades that you did when you were younger, that you do when you're able to tell 100 people at a time what you're doing. Especially when we grow in life more individually. It's like you still expect that. You still expect those accolades of doing something new. It feels like it makes it more special and worthwhile. And a lot of times when we don't get those things that we know we need in order to keep ourselves pursuing something that we don't typically do, we want to no longer try. We want to no longer try that. Now that one person pushing us in the corner, or those sprinkle of comments, now feel insignificant to the sea of response we could have if, fill in the blank, if you started sooner, if you were already better now. And who's to say if you had started sooner or already better, that you would have still gotten the same thing? There are too many variables in all cases of what ifs that we shouldn't rack our brains and split our minds to. I'm officially giving myself the permission to try again, because I deserve it. I deserve to give myself fresh space every day every week when I feel like I have grown so much. I don't just feel it, I have. I wanted and I do want to show up so differently this year. In all aspects of life. I want to be more, I really want to be that girl I was when I was 22 and 23 and bits of a lot of 24. These years are so close and they feel so spread apart, but they're right up against each other. Oh my God. Wow. And I want to be the girl I am at 25. 24. How old am I? How old am I? It's to be 2026, so I'm turning 26. Oh my God, I'm turning 26. And I think everything is crashing into me because, of course, when we're younger, we think we'd be so much further, but in life, it's so much different. Part of me wanted to be a really famous younger phenomenon, but there's also a very real part of me who is so satisfied by being a consumer of all these things. Even now, I am so excited to be a consumer. I love to sit and take in things, life and art, moments, the mundane, the not so mundane of social media. My life has been very quiet, even though it's also been loud. And it's given me a lot of time to reflect and hold gratitude and practice and realize who I truly am. And I appreciate her so bad. Oh my God. Like, I look back at my life and it's not like everybody else's, and I appreciate that. The Lord knows what I needed. And I sit here right now, the same person who has always needed to prioritize rest, the same person who is a mass creator, the same person who relentlessly goes after their dreams, the same person who gets nervous at starting something new, nervous when things feel too big, and grateful when things slowly pan out. That's me. Another layer on this cake, I guess it's naturally flowing there. Giving ourselves permission to be the same. My friend loves that I'm the same person that I am, even though I've had bad friendships or friendships that just didn't conspire the way we both thought it would. I like saying it that way. It just didn't conspire the way we both thought it would. In this moment, I'm sitting with so much gratitude. I feel so emotional. I feel so emotional in general. I don't want to blame it on my period, even though it's my period. But also, I think it's written in the stars feeling a flood of emotions because I have done a great thing. I've released, period. I do so much releasing in my life. It's insane. But it's so sane to release. To just let go. Let go and let God, honestly. I love that I'm the same. I'm the same good person. I'm the same talented person. I'm the same confused. Still planning, still figuring it out. And even though I am day by day going towards a scary age of adulthood that feels more solidified, that feels more sure, it's scary. I am truly becoming the person I've worked so hard to be. I am an artist of all kinds, of all gravities. And I'm continuing to create every single day. And there are people around me who are counting on me to create. They're counting on me. And I'm so grateful. Because they're counting on me to do something that I love anyway. Something that I wanted to be counted on for. Something that I wanted people to have high expectations for. Now, granted, my expectations are even higher, which makes it hard to show up in the first place. But nevertheless, I get to create for a living. I get to rest for a living. It's like my life. It's like, no, I want to say it's like my body has molded to that of the decisions that I made towards my life. But truly what has happened is I have surrendered to my truest form. And I get to have friends and a will and an opportunity to not have to push myself into corners that I do not belong, but instead stand in the middle of a room with my light and my microphone and shut a room down. Quiet it with my voice. Blow it up with my presence and leave them speechless every time. Because I am good. Oh my God, I'm good. I'm damn good, and I've worked at this every day. Ever since I was a little kid. And I've never stopped. Even when I was after work, I would record music in my car. I would work literally a long shift of flipping burgers, dropping fries. A long shift of taking calls from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. No, 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. I would go home and press record and sing. I would go home and do my hair and do my nails put on a face of makeup, record a video, write a poem, make a speech, record a podcast, make a post. I'm constantly doing this. That's why. No, I will never be the person who gets famous or well known for how little she can produce for maximum amount of gain. I will be known for how much I can produce in a short amount of time with those little quiet moments and those few people I've met, person by person by person by person. Sometimes it sucks to realize something about yourself too late because you've let yourself get into your head about who you are. Humble yourself at the sight of the Lord and He will lift you up. Humble myself, Ken. Know thyself, Ken. And to thyself be true. No matter what the theme of the world is. I give myself permission to try again. Even when I have some things right and some things wrong, some things a little off, some things going great, permission is granted. Yes, and I'm so thankful. I love having a chance to be real and raw. It feels like me. A chance to be hidden and seen at the same time. It feels like me, and I really do hope everyone appreciates this because it's so non-performative and it feels high energy. It feels like me. I feel like I'm getting back to me again. Richer, more refined, more matured, more everything. What if it's okay that I needed to take all the gaps? What if it's okay that I have so much inconsistencies? Don't we all? Don't we all try to mask it by being the early bird? Don't we all try to mask it by always being late consistently? We have this thing called BPT anyway. Maybe it's okay if the things you do all the time become your identity. We need one. And I really do think we need to all understand that we all are not perfect. We weren't meant to be. We're meant to just show up and try. And that is enough. We are so rich and enriched. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. I'm telling you, I'm going to thank God every time. Baby. So yes, what do you feel? What is your body and your mind telling you about yourself about this time, I'll share mine, and hopefully you get to share yours. My body is telling me that this year is when it all changes. That this year is when it all changes. And there's some things that I have to push through, some things that I will have to mourn, and some things that I have to get comfortable with. And it's going to tire me because it's going to take so much of me. And it's going to be like being in a rocket ship. And upon takeoff, I'll have to be doing the pregnancy breathing, the child birthing breathing. I am no longer just pregnant, but I am going through labor pains. And I'm birthing again. And this time I know what birthing is like. I'm a mommy. I'm a mommy. And guess what, y'all? I've spent years and years saying that I don't want kids. I know this is left field, but I want to be a mommy. Everybody around me knows that. I've been told that I'd be a good mom. I want to have beautiful children. I want them to be dependent on me. I want to be the reason why they wake up, why they feel safe at night, why they know that a nightmare can't hurt them, the reason why they go for their dreams, the reason why they believe they can be a full-time dancer, or singer, or preacher, or teacher. I want to be the reason why they wake up and they feel nothing but joy. Too young to really grasp what gratitude is, but old enough to know that happiness radiates and that they're having so much fun and that they are loved. One day I want to be a wife. And I want to be chosen without convincing, without doubling back, without proving my worth. But it just being seen and known. With ease, I am loved. With joy, and with no expectations other than be yourself. That's okay. And it goes as love do. So much deeper, and I want it to be childlike. I want him to feel like my children do. and to be just so mindlessly happy. It works. I want it to work, and I think our periods give us a chance to sit with motherhood before it's time. And I don't think we really sit with the fact that we are losing a baby when we go through this time. All the emotions we feel are those of our children who don't make it. Each cycle is different because each child was different. And when they release and they die and their soul is released to our bodies so that they can experience life, we get to feel that. And it's something about the child who has just passed away this month, their birthday, their death day on February 1st. It was a girl. I feel it. She was a love child. She felt so many emotions. She would cry at cute potatoes and puppies. She feels nervous when she has to do something new. She's really, really, really tired. It's part of her personality. She's so sweet and she's so playful. She's a little annoying, but you love her. She has so much energy. She's a jitterbug. She is radiating from within. She takes life so easily. She's a little dainty thing. I hope you enjoyed your last moments of life lived through me. Wow. Something about these early mornings, I would have never thought about that. I don't believe. I don't know. I'm glad I did. I feel like she's allowed me to see a different part of me now that I needed to meet. What a beautiful conversation this was. I agree. I hope to one day I will continue being the same person and always sink into myself when I can. And when I dare, I will press record. I will create and come to you with something so beautiful that it will just grant you peace, insight, hope, love, gratitude, a restart, a refresh, so much more. adjectives and nouns and subjects and all the things. And one would think after about 30 minutes I'd be ready to probably fall back to sleep, but mostly I just want to just sit here and take in the planes flying across the sky and the cars leaving and coming in from work. I just want to be 23, I guess. Such a beautiful day, right? It's so beautiful. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. This was beautiful. I'm always so glad when you're able to join me. I pray that the vibrations from this episode, that the energy penetrates the universe and it completely absorbs it and shows it to every person that needs it. That they feel inspired and that they click on this video, click on this podcast, and really take it in, because it went so many different places that I absolutely enjoyed, and I cannot wait for the next time. But I can, and I will wait for the next time. Thank you.